Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, tigers and frogs. This is Kenny Catfish coming back at you with part 2 of the free ebook from the gun split slot and the slot offset. This is the RPO style. We got a lot of ground to cover. Tune in, find out. This is the spread offense. You can find this RPO scheme in the gun slot, the gun split slot, and the gun slot offset. These are the two formations I use. It's also in Arizona playbook, Tennessee's playbook, and Green Bay playbook. You might find it in Oakland Raiders, but it's going to be very limited. So we're just going to go over the audibles and stuff of how I use this stuff. So let's go over some of the personnels first of all. So the personnels is you have 2 running backs. Usually you're starting 2 running backs. So that's Fournette and Armstead. No tight ends. No tight ends. You have the 3 wide receivers, 1 left, 1 right, 1 in the slot, and then your 5 linemen, of course. I usually like to have like a big bruiser or a scat back. It's nice to have, and this is for the Madden Ultimate Team players, it's nice to have 3 or 4 running backs if you're going to utilize this like all day long, because that's what I do. I utilize this like countless down the field. I don't care if I'm backed up at the 1-yard line or I'm on the 1-yard line on the goal line. I don't care. I'm using this formation. So like I say, split slot and the slot offsets. That's gonna be real hard to do. So yeah, let's go over some stuff. So we're just gonna pick a random play first, and then I'm gonna come back real quick. I want to look at the audibles. So in the audibles, you have slant, you have halfback weak, curl, and play action. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to be able to hand the ball off to each of these opponents. I mean, each of these players. You know, the running back on the left and the running back on the right. And so far, we can do the halfback sweep. That's going to give it that. Now, with this formation, you can't hit the analog stick, which is playmaker. You can't do that and he go to the other side like you do like halfback stretch and stuff from the I formation. You can't do that. So I need another play that will allow the left running back to get the ball. 13. And there's none in here. So what you're going to do is you're going to set audibles. Yeah, so I guess we can start off with the run. So we're going to go back. And this is how I set my audibles. I'm going to just go ahead and set the audibles first. So like I said, you have 2 formations. That's 4 plays there, 4 plays there, which gives you 9 plays if you pick a play that's not in the audibles. You know what I mean? 9 plays when you come to the line of scrimmage. So let's set some of these audibles. I usually take this middle slant out, and I do this faster than the speed of light in the real game. I have an RPO bubble read, which is going to give me a swing route to the left. In the audibles, you already have a built-in RPO, which is the peak zone bubble. And we'll look at that right there. That's a swing right to the right. So already we have damn near 4 plays, because by being an RPO, you can hand the ball off to the running back as well. And when you go back to that one there, you can hand the ball off or you can throw a swing. All right, so I take shakes out the audible, and I'm getting into that later. I'm gonna put the motion triple option on there because I want to keep all of those auto motions in my audibles as much as possible. I want to utilize those auto motions because the auto motions can get very, very manipulative or disturbing for your opponent. There's another one, motion spot. So for the slot offset, we have the bubble, which is to the left, the bubble to the right. Then we have the motion triple option. I'll get into all this as we go. And then you got the motion spot. There's the motion spot and the triple option. You even have motion Y cross. We'll get into that later. You even have a motion halfback screen. I don't really use stutter go like that. I don't know why they counting. I don't know how they get these counts, but I've done that screen way more than 31 times. and I've done the RPO bubble, the zone bubble way more than 500 times. I don't know how they don't count all of it. And then I sometimes go to my partner's house, and we use his PS4. So I've done this probably 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? I've probably done the screen way more than 31 times too. Way more, because I've scored 31 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So that's incorrect right there. They need to fix that. All right, so we can move over. Oh yeah. Let's go back to the motion PA double post. That's going to be a nice one also. So all of the plays that has the auto motion is what we're going to utilize. And then you can go over to the split slot and look at the audibles. I'm going to change my slant. I usually change that to the read option. Boom. So remember we was talking about the halfback sweep, which is going to the weak side, which is the left. Now I have a read option, and he basically hands the ball off to the running back. Now, I don't know if it's glitchy or not, but rarely do I keep the ball with the quarterback. If I do this play 10 times, I'll probably keep it 1 time, maybe 2 times, but 9 times out of 10, I'm handing this ball off and hitting the hole because I'm just using it as a inside zone, if you will. We have the shovel pass. I like to use that. Let's get into that real quick, and I'm gonna go back. Let me see. So I'm gonna put this for the read, and I'm gonna pick this shovel pass real quick because I just love this play right here. You're basically reading that P on the left end right here. You have the option to pitch it to the left running back or the right running back by using L1 and R1. Let's go. Just do a quick read. I'm gonna pitch it forward. This is a good play for like 3rd and inches, 4th and inches, 1 yard or whatever. Here we go. I do it maybe one or 2 times. You really shouldn't be doing it right then. It's a certain read. Matter of fact, right here, you should be going that way because it's a numbers game, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to do the shovel loss anyway. I might go to R1. You already got to have a general idea of where you're going. So you go to R1. Well, it didn't work out because the defensive end stayed home. I want to do this one more time, then I'm going to go back to the audibles. All right, so that was boom. Anyway, like I said, I don't use practice mode for the strategy. I use it to get a general idea of what to do. We're not trying to hit home runs. Let's go back to the slot, to the audibles. Deep curls, I usually take that out. I like to put slot post angle. And they saying I only done it 321 times. I've done this way more than 321 times. This is going to be your main passing play. And then you already have the auto. So this audible system is set up for if you are going to run like the spread or the pass balance offense, which most people don't because this playbook has 33 shotguns. Wow. It has no I formation, no weak, no strong, no near, no far, no single back. It has 2 pistols. Wow. So most users won't use this, but this is my playbook of the year right here. In the last audible we have PA halfback wheel. I like to use that play as well. So let's get on the field. Like I say, so we have, I think I just picked around the place. Yeah, so I picked slants. I came out in slants. In my audibles, I have read, which is a handoff to 27. I can hand it off to 23, so I can go left and right. I have a slot post angle. You're going to see in the, I guess this whole video is going to be dedicated to practice mode. Then we'll just go to part 3 on the field. So that's a disclaimer for this video. Let me see. We're going to have the circle receiver. He can go on a 10 and out based on what the coverage is. We'll get into that later. And you have or you can hit the slot receiver or the check down. I rarely throw it to 27 on that angle route because that's pretty much the first route that the user defenders go after. And you can play around with square. You can put them on the out route or a post if you have the master routes. Or you can put them on a drag or something like that just to have like a backside throw. But the check down, that purple route always come through when the 2 guys on the right don't work out. And then you have the play action. So go to the slot offset. This is where it gets fun. I can swing left and I can swing right. I can also do the triple option, and I can do this motion spot. So the reason why we're just gonna do all of these plays maybe 1 or 2 times.
Hey, silver.
And I'll let you know why I'm doing this. I really don't care about the R and the M, those letters out there on the defense. I'm going by what I like to see. If the user defender start chasing, which won't happen in practice mode, but if he start chasing R1, I'll just hand it off quickly. But it won't happen in practice mode, so you got to just go to the widest thing. And so that's how that go, and we'll swing it 1 time.
Let's go.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna go back to the swing left. That's what I call it, because it used to be called PA halfback swing, but now it's RPO. You must throw, if you plan on throwing the ball to the swing route, you must throw this ball quickly. You can't sell the fake too long. So here we go. Don't hit X or the R1. Just give it enough time for the cornerbacks and the linebackers or whoever to bite and try to go after this running back. We'll do that again.
What we got?
Then we'll flip the other side. I got to keep up with the time. All right, so here we go. That was a bad read right there, but you saw on the gameplay footage. But I was just trying to show you, you know, how to go to the guys. And then we'll go to the right side with the swing. Now, ideally, you want to be able to hand this ball off and go straight up the gut. Here we go right here with the handoff. You just hold X, simple. Going up the gut. And we'll go to this. We'll swing it this time. That's gonna be triangle. I threw it too late. Just remember, if you go left, it's R1, and if you go right, it's triangle. You gotta check the icons. I do this. I can do this in my sleep with my eyes closed. I actually throw this ball with my eyes closed sometimes just for pride. So I'm going to triangle with no reading. Throw it just like that. It have to be thrown on the money, on a dime. Now this play can get picked off, and you can get picked off for 6 if you sit out here and abuse it. So you have these other plays in here to manipulate them, such as the triple option. Okay. Now I feel like if you hand the ball off let's say we do triple option and we're gonna hand the ball off the 23. We're just gonna hand it off to him, right? Let's do that real quick. You're not gonna see what I'm saying in practice mode, but you're gonna see it in the game. So he got maybe a yard. I feel like if you do that one and pretty much the same right here on the bubble, if you do those 2, I think you get more run blocking out of the triple option because it's already a designed run play. Now, of course, I got further on the RPO. Not funny, but from doing this countless times, I think because the triple option is a designed run play already, you're going to get more yards because the blocking schemes, I don't think the blocking schemes is built for run blocking on the RPO plays. So you will bust through the middle, but it's not designed for that. So I think the linemen just stand up for like a second or 2, and whatever happens with the quarterback. So we're going to go to our 4th play from this. Well, let's go back to the triple option because you also have the ability to go to 23. I'm not going to go to it this time. I should have. You can see what's going on. It's pretty much ABC 1, 2, 3. So back to the triple option.
Go.
I had to pitch the ball because they came in. So I really don't like to run with the quarterback. It's either hand the ball off or pitch it. And based on what the reads are. I should have kind of kept it then and pitched it off. But it's an easy read. Once you get into the game and the users start lurking and trying to follow that blue route, it'll open up the run game. Because that's the whole point of doing this, is for manipulation. Excuse me. Here we go. And you pitch that ball with L1. So that finger has to be on the trigger. I'm so excited about doing this ebook. I can't even get my words out. Let me see. So let's go to the fourth one. This is the motion spot. Now with this, you have a post in that corner. That's where you want to go, and it depends on if it's cover 3, which is that, you know, that cover 3 look where it's a triangle where it's one high safety, or usually that's cover 1 man, or it depends on if the advanced users like to manually place the defenders elsewhere. But this is 2 high safeties right here. I really wouldn't do it right here, because if you do cover 2, if they doing cover 2, that cornerback is going to back up and just get all in the way of X and O, and it wouldn't really be no gain. I always put square on the slant right here, just for safety nets. But
and they just get the play off. Now Young, and that is caught.
Safety nets. But the whole goal of this is to get them to follow triangle and you go over the top. But this ain't the right read right here. So I do this as if I was in the game for real. I would be going to this right here because I like the gap between my left guard and my left tackle. That's what you want to do. Your first read, you want to come look at gaps. You know, where can I run this ball? And then start looking high and low, or low and high. Like I say, I throw picks, I lose games, I get blowed out. I'm going to beat 7 to 8 out of 10 opponents with this scheme. And I can go down the field all day long on most users with these 9 plays. So anyway, I want to go left or right. I think I'm going between my left guard and my left tackle. Here we go. And be careful going in that hole, because you will get popped. So you want to hold on to the ball and stuff. See, it's a different look now. It's a different read. And I think the wide gap is between 60 and 75. So now I can go read option, or I can go to the bubble. And I don't like how that cornerback is pressed on my square receiver. But we're going to do it anyway. So I'm just reading based on what I see. Here we go. I had to go in. All right, so you got that, and you've seen how it goes in the regular gameplay. Well, you will see how it goes in the regular gameplay. Read option is pretty much my inside zone for that side. I really wouldn't use it then. Let's try one of the pass plays. I love this play because the play action, you can cancel the play action or you can keep it. I love it because unlike the PA slide, the quarterback don't do some rollout animation. He just sits where he's at after he, you know, delivered the fake, and you got the drag route coming, and you got X over the top, and you have also square over the top. Now, sometimes I like to put this man in motion. If this is too much, you got to go back and rewind. Like to put him in motion, and he have a wheel route, and the read is pretty much like this. Like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and do this a million times like other users do, because you don't get this same resistance. It's much tighter coverage in the game versus users. So I'm not going to sell somebody a dream right here. But anyway, there's times where you have to go left with this right here. This is not the time, but sometimes the D-liner like to pinch their line in. Let's say you come out here and doing this right here. You constantly doing this and going inside zone, or you're throwing to, you're doing the bubble, but you're handing it off. And they like to pinch their line in. So it'll be like that. I went inside then. I don't know, the defense playing pretty good today.
Here we go.
So here's the ideal coverage that you want. You want triangle. You want cover 3. Well, I want cover 3 because I know that the cornerback is usually over there. Those cornerbacks are in deep thirds, and usually I audible to the slot post, and I do my 10 and out, just like this. Easy peasy possession catch. You gotta time this route though.
45. First down, Young. And he's got the hook up to Moore. You think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own side?
To throw is Young. Going to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And sometimes they will press, sometimes they won't. So I'm back to 2 high safeties. Computers don't like to do the triangle for some reason. That's pretty much it out of these 8 audibles right here. That's pretty much it. But there's times where you have to do this play right here. This play, I've got a lot of yards off this run play. Keep your hand off the speed button. Give the blocks some time to develop. Don't get caught up in the trash. Like right here, there's a wide gap between my left guard and my left tackle. So I would do the little, I wouldn't do the sweep, but I would do the bubble. And if it don't work out, I can also throw it to Fournette on the swing, or I can keep it depending on if the defensive end over there crash in or not. So I think I'm handing this ball off right now, though. Yeah, you only get 1 second to think about it. Boom. So that's how that goes. The heartbeat and soul of this formation is for these 2 plays right here. The read bubble and the peak zone bubble. You can go left and right accordingly. Sometimes in that cover 3 look, I like to go to that corner. What I would do is I would come back out with the motion spot. So he think, so because you want to get the user to start following Fournette. Check my backside, which is square, put him on a slant. I would streak O just to clear out for the corner, because that cornerback who's sticking Westbrook, or that's a linebacker or whatever, he might stay somewhere. He might stay low. So that's a read between X and square. And you can throw it to Fournette too, but I usually don't do it because it's not the same. It's not the same animation as it would be from the swing route on that play, or that play right there. You can see it's different. Like, look at that. And then look at that. He take that little dip when he go backwards. Let me see. See how he swings straight across right here? And then he kind of dip back, so he don't really get the same. It's just not the same, and it knocks off the timing. So if we were to go to this motion spot, I really don't throw it to him unless the user decides to go there and just goes up or something like that. But I might have said too many words. It's
Bravo!
Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. Touchdown!
It's easier done than said, pretty much. Like I say, so put him on the street, clear him out. You would do this play when you see the triangle.
Hey, Zoo!
All right, so here we go.
He's tired of me!
Here's Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he will get there.
Let's go! Get set! Get it!
From the gun, Steve Young. And that is caught. Herman Moore.
Watch twins! Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 50. Go! Jackrabbit, get it!
Throwing again on second down. Young. He gets it to Cooks.
So here we go. I'm going to square or X. Most likely. They backed up. I should have went to X. I should have went to X then. So you got to be aware of the spies. They like to spy defensive tackles. You got to be aware of anybody in the box. Let me see. Like I said, I'm gonna put them on the slant, or you can put, like, sometime when the cornerback is playing high like that, you can just go and put him on the out route, and then smart route it. But if it's cover 2, he's gonna get under that square. He's gonna get under square. So right here, I don't know if it's cover 1 hole. I don't know if it's cover 2 man or just regular cover 2. But I'm looking at X and then I'm looking at square. Well, I'm looking at square first because I want to read from left to right. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Here we go. All right, so that was a good read. I think that was cover 1 man, cover 2 man or something like that. It wasn't zone, I know that for sure. Now it's press. This is what you would get a lot. You'll get a lot of press coverage once you start doing these 2 plays right here. These are the heartbeat and souls. And let me give you a tip. If you in CFM, what it is, connected franchise mode, and you want to do a custom playbook, you have the right of way to go put this in your playbook right here, and probably even have access to more plays. If you go to Arizona, you can go left and right like this, but I don't think you can go left and right with Green Bay playbook or Tennessee. I know they have one similar to this in Arizona, but it's like some kind of counter, but you still can go left and right in Arizona playbook. I don't think a lot of people run it because it has a lot of shotguns as well. Don't really have any under center plays, and a lot of people are abusing the overpowered run this year. It's kind of overpowered to me, the runs from under center. But you got 2 high safeties this time, so you want to always read if the safeties are high with 2 or if they have 1 safety in the cornerbacks. Right here, I probably would try to be going to the swing route, because one thing about this swing route, if you throw it, those receivers are blocking. They're not going out for a pass or anything. They are blocking, so you're gonna get some nice blocks out of that too if you do it enough. Remember, throw it on time. Boom. I'll take that. That was maybe 5 yards. I'm gonna sit here and do that maybe like 3 or 4 more times. Like I say, they're blocking. They're going to him. I'm gonna show you how not to throw this ball if it gets too late. See, I was throwing on the money then. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to procrastinate. It's either you're gonna hand this ball off or you're gonna throw it. You don't want to throw it too late like this. And that will happen every time. Because the quarterback would do his own animation for some reason. So I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna just let you know what you don't want to do. Let's go to the left this time. You don't want to wait because they'll do that. So yeah, you basically gonna be reading that user defender. If he follows, you got your nice handoff. And usually if they get intimidated too much and they can't handle it and you go down the field and score, they're gonna quit. The game would be over. You got a free win. Yeah, so this is what you want to do. This is how you throw it. I'm gonna throw it right. Boom. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to give a fake. You're just gonna throw it as soon as you hike it. And you would throw it if the user defender don't follow him. We'll go left one time.
Yeah, go, let's go.
Had my hand on the trigger button. I know somebody saying, damn, he never scored a touchdown. Because I'm not here to hit home runs. This is practice mode. I'm here for concepts. Like I say, so I'm getting short on time. I'm already like 30 minutes in. That's amazing how fast that time go. Let me see. Go over some more plays. You have slants. It's nice to utilize that because they get in man coverage sometimes. If they get in mid blitz, you want to hit them with the slot post. Let me show you something real quick. Because mid blitz can get very confusing. Mid blitz. I'm gonna give you a trick that I learned on YouTube from somebody else. Against man coverage, the hitch route cannot be bumped. No one can ever bump the hitch route. Now, I didn't say the curl route, which is right there. The hitch route is unbumpable. So they can never bump that play. Watch this. Now, that happens. Sometimes that do happen, depending on what happens, you know. But this is a nice dump off play. You have to throw it quick enough, though. But the hitch route is unbumpable. I can even put my other controller on and show you and do bump and run, but you just got to take my word for it this time. I'm doing the hitch route. Hitch route is unbumpable, but those other two on the outside, they can be bumped. Let's see. Shovel pass. Like I say, I did that one already. That's a good play to come out. Like if it's inches to go, you can come out in the shovel pass, and if you don't like to read, go on flop to something else. You know what? If you've been rocking with me this long, let's get it. I'm probably 30 minutes in, but Anyway, this is an ebook. We're here to learn. We're not here to have fun. We're here to get some stuff going on. Let's move this ball a little closer to the goal line. That's where you have the motion spot.
What we got? What we got?
You can also hot route X on a slant. Now, I don't know what they're doing. I'm not anticipating on the user to follow triangle or whatever, but I'm just showing you that. Let me see. The slant route. If they follow triangle, you have the slant. Boom. And you're going to see that in gameplay footage too. You probably already have in the introduction video. But yeah.
Young working out of the gun. Got his timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Young. He's to the 10. And that is caught.
What I'm talking about, and bring it. Mike said 33. 33. Let's go, D. Five. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 54. Mike, go.
From the red zone now, Young. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
180.
That was easy peasy right there. It's just ABCs, if you ask me. We can go back to that. Let's go to the screen. Let's go to the screen. Because the screen is another one of those motions right here.
Let's go.
Okay, so it's another auto motion. You can flip it if you want to. You got to throw this ball out quickly, though. This is another one of these manipulative plays, how you mix up the bubble RPO and the read RPO. And it'll leave Armstead wide open sometimes. Against man coverage, it might be a different story, though, because that linebacker likes to follow. But you've seen me bust out big gains and stuff. Like I say, I take losses sometime and I come up sometime. It's a high risk, high reward thing. It's a low risk, low reward type of thing. Just depending on how the chips fall.
Give you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st and 10, Young. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes it. 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Ready?
Young. The screen pass here to Cohen. Same exact. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll take this one in.
Up in here, like I say, ideally you want to run the ball. You want to be able to hand this ball off. Stiff arm, stiff arm. Yeah, so that's how that part go. I'm gonna move this ball back some. Oh nah, because you did see the swing route. You will be seeing the swing route a lot. This is a nice play for 2-point conversions as well. The computer don't really follow the swing route, so it's different when you playing the computer. And I threw that ball late too, because I thought about handing it off. Oh man. But if you throw this ball too late, they will call legal man downfield. So you're gonna have to take a loss like 1 or 2 times to see what I'm saying. So legal man downfield. Sometimes I've scored a touchdown and got it called all the way back because I waited too late and one of my linemen was down the dang on field by maybe a yard or even a half a yard. So this ball have to be thrown on the rope like this. Boom. That is ideal right there. That's what you want right there. Oh, let's see. Do I have anything else to go over? I'm gonna move this ball back. And I have a couple of videos that we're going to do with some 4-minute offense just to show you how to get down the field using the same formation all day.
We're
going to put this ball back some. It's another little tricky thing I like to do. I pick the play again. I appreciate you if you're following along with me. I'm putting my tip jar in the comment section. That's my Cash App, which is $catfish424. Spell catfish with a K. So that's $KATFISH424. My name is Kenneth. Ain't no thing to hide. So if, like I said before, hit the tip jar is gladly appreciated. If you get some value out of this content, I like to do this right here. X and O, they're gonna attack down the field. This is a good way to attack down the field. And sometimes I put square on a slant or a curl route. So if it's man coverage, I'm automatically just going to square, because I don't want to be greedy or stuff like that. But
looking to throw on second down. Young, he's going to go up top for the end, and that is caught. Touchdown.
All day, every day, any day. Snap.
Third and long for Young. Got his man, it's caught.
I only do this when it's two high safeties. And if I, because most people play cover 2 in the red zone. So if I was reading this in the real game right now, I would be probably putting him on the out route, putting square on the out route. And remember, you got your auto motion following, so that'll help you not get user pick. It is a good read. The 10 and out route, whether it's going to square or O, that's going to be your most passing yards in this scheme, except the times when you can go to the red route on this post angle.
What we got?
Which is what I be doing right here, because this is the cover 3 look. Sometimes you can swing it. Sometimes you can do what you want to do. If you got the confidence, do the triple option and just pitch it to Fournette, because it looked good. You don't have you see this left side, the man hovering over the left tackle, the 2 guys hovering over him. You don't see that on the right side. So let's go ahead and do the triple option. Boom, I pitched it right on time. That was the perfect way of how to pitch it. And in fact, we're going to go back to that. So I didn't hand it off because he kind of crashed in. He really, I should have handed this ball off, because the defensive end right there, he stopped. But I was already ready to pitch it. Your hand has to be on the trigger. Your finger has to be on the trigger, ready to pitch it.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He pitches it, and some room to work. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguar.
See, they're going to spread out wide right here, and that's when you kind of would hit them with, like, the run in the middle. You wouldn't hit it with that. You'll hit them with this right here, the read option, and just hand it off. Like I say, 8, 9 times out of 10, I'm handing the ball off, no matter what that right end does. Hand it off, go the middle. Computer playing pretty good for this to be all Madden. Usually you don't get this much resistance. I'm handing this ball off. Take your hand. I had my hand on the speed. If you take your hand off the speed, I always thought a theory that your linemen are more aggressive when you have your hand on the speed button too early. So I had my hand on the speed button then. I'm going up the middle probably. All I can say is you have to utilize what you have out here. So you got the auto motion, you have the slot man going across, and you got another auto motion where the slot man is going in the corner. You also have a play for your left receiver to go on a post. So you have all type of different hot routes. Now I'm on Ultimate Team, and I have route technician, so that makes the routes a little crispier. And I also have double moves on one of my receivers, and I also have I think it's the receiver apprentice, where it gives you the ability to do like a double post and stuff like that. It's something I'm missing. Oh yeah, okay. So you have under. Under is another one of those plays like when they come out in the triangle, you put O on a streak. And it don't have an auto motion, so the defense will be waiting. Sometimes these guys will be waiting for an auto motion and one won't come up, and you can just hurry up and hike the ball real quick. Throw it, possession. I probably should have hit triangle to catch that ball, but yeah, most likely you're gonna possession catch all these passes right here. I think that wraps this up. That wraps this up. I guess in this area I'll probably be doing this. Possession. It's nice to have a tall. I like to have a tall receiver on that side, and I like to have my speeder receiver on the left. In the middle, you might want to have somebody who can catch, who can take a hit, boy, because there's gonna be times like when you do this play right here, you don't really have too many passing plays in here. So this is like a West Coast offense. So I'm not gonna force it here. I'm gonna just do the check down. That's the smart route. I wanted to go to X real quick just to show you, but he can take a punch sometimes, so you want to have somebody with some catching traffic. Let me see. Not gonna do it again. Oh, I should have went. No, my phone is ringing. All right, so that's for that. That's enough of that. We already went over the shovel pass. Like I say, you're gonna be reading that defensive end over there. You do have a lineman pulling, so don't hit the speed button. Go left. I went that way that time. Sometimes they gonna bite down, sometimes they gonna stay up. So you just never know. But you're not gonna hit no home run every time on this play, definitely. But it's a nice little play to throw them off sometimes, to keep them guessing. And usually when you do this play, you want to take your quarterback and you want to run to that defender so you can pitch it. Like this. See, I ran into him. You want to run into that, so it basically like an isolation. Let's see. I started running up. I'm gonna do that one more time. Watch how I cut up, and I want to get hit by him. Now, as I was saying with the resistance and the penetration, when you're playing a user, you're gonna be pitching this ball way quicker than this. Like this. Boom. You're going to be pitching this ball way quicker.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And Elston goal situation. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen.
So they coming in. So that's one of those trial and error things you have to see real quick. I hate this play because you can't playmaker left and right. Like sometimes the left side will be wide open, but that means you have other audibles to do. You know what I'm saying? If you do want to flip the play over, what you would do is you don't do this, because now the defense know you just hit square in R2. I'm gonna go back. You don't want to do that. What I would do is I would put my man in motion first and already have him on that side. Then you flip. And let's see, left, right. If that was inches, I would have had that. So yeah, this was part 2. I guess this was solely for practice mode. In part 3, part 4, and maybe part 5 is going to be all gameplay footage, and I'll be doing a voiceover or something like that. Anyway, this is Kenny Catfish. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you like it. Likes are free. It don't take nothing to just hit the like button. It'll spread out. Well, some people won't hit the like because they'll be like, I don't want nobody else to see this. I want this strategy to myself. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Kenny Catfish, and I'm out of here, baby.